Okay, first, I confess I stole it. But what did I steal and from whom did I steal it? Okay, first, this is very important, so I'm going to use some notes to help me stay on topic. This is not my normal rambling video about a recipe, so let's get right to it. I'll tell you, but first, allow me to give you some context about why this confession is necessary. Recently, I had a comment on a video I made a couple of months ago. It states, "Wow, that looks nearly identical to another recipe from someone else I know. That's a bad look, don't you think?" Now, this is an insinuation or a soft accusation that I stole a recipe from someone the commenter knows. So then the question is, can a recipe be stolen? The legal answer is no, but is that the end of the story? The U.S. Copyright Office states that a mere listing of ingredients or contents is not copyrightable and cannot be registered with the U.S. Copyright Office. A recipe cannot be protected, however. The photos, the very descriptive language, and the artwork for the recipe may be eligible for copyright protection. Adam Ragusea, a journalism professor turned YouTube foodie, published 2 excellent videos on this topic that do deep dives into the subject. I've included both of those in the description. I encourage you to watch them. Interestingly, YouTube user at Loyal Soul, LOYALSOL, commented on one of the Ragusea videos. Ironically, when a dish becomes a national or regional tradition, it's because everyone in the area copied the original creator so many times that no one knows who the hell made it originally. Well said. Now, in Western cuisine, in other words, the French tradition, Escoffier is given credit for 2 very important contributions to the culinary world. Culinary world. Easy for you to say. 1, the Kitchen Brigade, and 2, codifying recipes, formulas, and procedure around many classic sauces and dishes. Were these original ideas by Escoffier? The Kitchen Brigade was an implementation of what he observed in the French army. And when he codified a recipe or a technique, were these of his creation or simply recording what he observed from years in the profession? I do not discount Escoffier's contribution, but to assume these were all his original ideas is fantasy. Our education tradition is founded upon one generation teaching another. To quote a proverb, there is nothing new under the sun. Now, please allow me to pivot and paraphrase Abraham Lincoln. Just because something is legal doesn't make it ethical. When using another's work, it is ethical to give attribution to the author. My opinion is that the same holds true for recipes. My mentor and friend, the award-winning certified master chef Jamie McAfee, who has nearly 50 years experience as a chef, created a blackberry barbecue sauce that he uses in a variety of dishes. He is also a culinary instructor, so between students and apprentices, he has taught this recipe to hundreds of culinarians, including myself. I do not use this recipe without attribution to Chef McAfee because it is the ethical thing to do. So if I completely swipe a recipe and put it on my channel or website without giving attribution, that is completely unethical. However, if I curate recipe ideas for a particular dish and mix and match ingredients and techniques, must I give attribution to each and every source? I believe not, because it is a new creation. Just as an improvement on an existing patent can earn a new patent. Plus, trying to give attribution to all the creators of a particular recipe that becomes inputs into an improved recipe can become unwieldy. So, what did I steal and from whom? The commenter believes I stole the air fryer Peruvian chicken recipe from someone they know. But did I? Really? Anyone who has watched more than a couple of my videos knows that I am a Pampered Chef rep. This video was showcasing the Pampered Chef Deluxe Air Fryer. To do that, I stole the recipe from their website, but not really. By linking directly in the video description to the Pampered Chef recipe on their website, I'm giving them full attribution for their published recipe. No one can claim that I am stating this recipe as my own. I am not. Which brings me to this commenter. After reviewing their profile, there is nothing that provides a clue to their identity. So I believe that this YouTube account is trolling me for whatever reason. If this commenter had investigated the show notes, it would have been obvious that I did not get the recipe from someone they know. However, the someone they know may have gotten the exact Pampered Chef recipe and claimed it for their own. However, Occam's razor suggests that the simplest answer is this commentator is nothing more than a troll. Which brings me to a larger societal issue. Our culture has grown fond of pointing fingers, making accusations, many times without merit. And I'm not talking about politics, although this is obviously abundant in politics. However, since politics is downstream, or is it downstream, whichever way you want to look, is downstream from culture, this cannot be solved by law. We, you and I, must change this. First, within ourselves, and second, pushing back when we encounter this within our own circles. Only then can we begin to bring our culture back to a place that values fairness and civility. Thank you for joining me on this edition of the Chef Lance Show, and remember this: a day in the kitchen beats a day of working any day. We'll see you next time.